Hello again, everybody! Zacatech is here with the Atakline for Wednesday, March the 13th, 2013. 3/13/13. Alright, let's kick it off with your Billboard number ones. Starting with your new number one album. Yes, we have a new number one album this week. Bruno Mars only lasted a week at number one following a sales surge from his price going down on Amazon for his album. So he got kicked off this week after 1 week by Luke Bryan, garnering his first ever number one album in the Billboard Top 200 with his Spring Break album. An album compiling all of his Spring Break EPs. He's released Spring Break EPs for the last 3 years. He's released them onto one big album with 2 new songs, including Buzzkill. So there you go, Luke Bryan, an album full of EPs packaged together, number one album. And when it comes to number one album next week, Bon Jovi and David Bowie, who released albums this week, yesterday, with the next day for Bowie, first album in 10 years, and Bon Jovi's new album, What About Now, they're going to compete for number one next week, but the week after that, Justin Timberlake set to make maybe $500,000. So we'll see what happens there. So we have a new number one album. We still have a number one single. Still number one single, yes, 4th week in a row. Colo Terrorita. Despite the downage of views and the possible lawsuits, or at least copyright claims by 2 people I mentioned on the Atakline Monday, concerning 2 people who were illegally sampled for the voices for Colo Terrorita and Do the Harlem Shake. Of course, I'm referring to Harlem Shake by Bow Wow. Still number one for 4th week in a row in the Hot 100. So there you go with that. Now, I mentioned JT and his album, The 2020 Experience, coming out next week. The week after next, in 2 weeks, he's going to debut on the charts. They're saying $500,000. Where will benefit from all of his promotional blitz as of late with the new album coming out next week. He's been on Fallon all week. I did see the clip of him doing Sexy Back barbershop choir style on the internet this afternoon. That was kind of funny. Also, he was on SNL. And now he's got more promotional blitz as he announced on the night of his album release on March 19th. The CW will broadcast a Justin Timberlake release party event taped from his release party on Monday, like a 1-hour special to promote the album. It's a lengthy name. Target presents the iHeart Music Justin Timberlake album release party because Target's releasing an exclusive version. So anyway, it's going to be this 1-hour special on JT, premiering the night of his album release. I think it's at 8 o'clock on March 19th on the CW. A channel no one watches, unless you're me and go to watch CW for Whose Line Is It Anyway coming back this summer. So there you go. Now, mention JT, well, tonight is the launch of Taylor Swift's tour. Of course, Justin's got his tour coming up in July with Jay-Z. But tonight, Taylor Swift kicks off the Red Tour, and hopefully she can survive past the first show. Don't have to cancel the second or third show on the tour like Rihanna's doing. Anyway, with this being the night of the launch of the Red Tour, there was no better night than this for Taylor to release her 4th video from the Red album, 22, 4th single. I saw it today, premiered on ABC Good Morning America exclusively, where she announced the tour dates exclusively on ABC during an interview with Katie Couric. What the hell? Released the video on ABC night before the Red Tour launch. Night of the Red Tour launch, should I say. But anyway, I saw the video for 22. Decent video. It's kind of a fun, like a kind of a party video. I know Taylor's trying to outgrow her pretty good image of being all adult and stuff. But it's basically almost the same concept as the last 3 videos. Party videos. Like Real Never Ever, like wearing these hats and glasses and stuff. So it was a decent video for what it is. It's kind of a fun video for being 22. She's not a little longer than 22. I think she's 23 or 24. So there you go. Taylor Swift launches the Red Tour tonight and also releases the new video for 22. Now, on with news on some classic rockers. Starting with Black Sabbath. They've been in the studio working on the long-awaited new album. The first album with Ozzy Osbourne since 1978's Never Say Die. Of course, the recording of the album has been delayed a bit due to Tony Iommi's lymphoma thing. And of course, the contract disputes with Bill Ward, with him not being there, being replaced by the drummer from Rage Against the Machine on the new album called 13, to be produced by Rick Rubin And the album finally has a release date of, I think, May the 6th? I gotta double check that. Yeah, May 6th, I think it's coming out. I gotta double check my facts here. They released a behind the scenes video today to coincide with the announcement of the release date. So, no tour yet. They may do some touring. They were supposed to do a big tour of this, but Tony Iommi's lymphoma derailed that. I think they could end up doing a big tour this year, but no details yet of a tour for Sabbath to promote the 13 album. We'll probably find that out soon enough. So there you go. Black Sabbath, first new album with Ozzy since 1978. Never Say Die, follow-up 13 will come out May 6th. I think it is May 6th. If I'm wrong, sorry. But I think it's May 6th. May 5th in the UK. And speaking of classic rockers who may or may not be touring, Van Halen made the headlines again this week with some news of a unconfirmed European tour. Now, Van Halen has some tour dates set, little tiny tour dates set for the year. They're doing a Australian festival, the Stone Festival. They're doing, I said last week, they're doing Rock Fest in Wisconsin. But Daily Wolf kind of blabbed to the Opie and Anthony show on the XM radio that Van Halen may end up doing a European tour at the end of the year for 45, 60 shows. Well, the rest of the Van Halen band members are like, what European tour? Irving Azoff, Van Halen's manager, released a statement saying that, I don't know what the hell David's talking about. There's no European tour as we know of, unless it's news to us, basically, of this supposed European tour. Basically, they're saying Dave's lying. That there will be no European tour as of yet. So they're unconfirming a European tour. So they'll probably confirm it, but as of right now, Van Halen's denying claims of a European tour that Daily Wolf's saying. Besides the aforementioned shows in Australia and Wisconsin, also doing Japan to make up for Eddie being sick last year after the delay in the U.S. dates because of the exhaustion. So there you go. Van Halen deny European tour despite claims from David Lee Roth. Now, on with news on the Kids' Choice Awards. Now, I mentioned a few weeks ago, I'm doing this reporting for the Atakline. Kids' Choice Awards will be on March the 30th, I think. March 30th, Josh Duhamel's the host. Now, the first set of performers are going to be set for the Kids' Choice Awards. Let me repeat myself. This is the Kids' Choice Awards. Yeah, you're going to have two artists who are parental advisory artists for the show. You got Pitbull performing Feel This Moment with Christina Aguilera. She will be performing with him. And also Kesha is performing as well. So anyway, like I said, it's Kids' Choice Awards. Yeah, they got very adult artists. What song Kesha's going to do? Come on. She may have to rewrite the line that says, Budweiser or Wine Cooler. May have to change those lines for Nickelodeon. So, see if Kesha has to change the lines. Same with Pitbull for his song. So there you go. Pitbull and Kesha. First set of performers for Kids' Choice Awards for March 30th. Pitbull will perform with Christina for Feel This Moment. Now, sports news. Besides the sports news, of course, big thing, I need to comment a little bit. White smoke, new pope. That's all I gotta say. New pope, some guy named Francis. I'm not that big into religious things, so let's move on with the NFL news. If I offend anybody with that statement, I'm sorry in advance for that. If you get my drift. NFL news. Free agency time in the NFL. A lot of teams are switching back and forth with people. Some of the biggest free agency signings have been Antoine Morton, who was a big star on the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs last season, being signed to, of all teams, the team he beat, the San Francisco 49ers. That was one of the biggest free agency situations. And another big signing here in Detroit, should I say, Reggie Bush being a free agent, signing with the Lions. Will they help the Lions win again? Time will tell. So we'll see if Reggie Bush's influence will help the Lions finally get a fucking win. Another Detroit Lions signing was Glover Quinn from the Dolphins. Not Dolphins, but another guy. So that's who the Lions got. With Texan safety, Glover Quinn, and of course, like I said, Reggie Bush. So there you go. That's some news coming out of the free agency. And also, big news, Wes Welker going to the Denver Broncos. Wow. He was on the Patriots. And Tom Brady's very upset about Wes Welker going to the Broncos to help Peyton Manning finally win a Super Bowl again. So that's very interesting news from the free agency. So that's some free agency news with, of course, Anquan Bolton going to the 49ers, Wes Welker going to the Broncos from the Pats, and the Lions getting Reggie Bush and some other people, as I mentioned, Houston Texans. So there you go. Free agency news for the NFL. Now, news on WWE for a moment. A little bit of all aftermath a few days late. I heard that WWE did purposely set up that Jericho highlight with sketch to be made fun of by Cole and King. They purposely did that. And I'm hearing some other matches for Mania being made. That the 6-man tag I alluded to on Raw Monday was named SmackDown. Spoiler for you. Shield taking on Randy Orton, Sheamus, and not the Big Show, but Ryback. But Ryback got attacked, so maybe Ryback maybe replaced by Big Show time will tell on Monday if that will be changed or not. Speaking of Monday, I just found out yesterday that WWE.com is reporting that Triple H will be on Raw Monday to answer this Brock Lesnar contract thing. Like, people say that it should, like, Triple H should take his time with his decision, not make a fast decision. Like, hype it up a bit. But we'll see how it goes. Will Triple H say yes immediately, or will he think about it, and then finally say yes the week before Mania or something? That's what many people are predicting. So there you go. Triple H will be on Raw Monday to address this Brock Lesnar situation with Triple H Lesnar Mania only happening if Triple H agrees to a contract signing and Lesnar to name the stipulation. Like I said, no holds barred. But some people say, trick him to say no stipulation at all. So there you go. Now, it's time for a preview of tonight's Duck Dynasty. No Modern again tonight. Modern's still on a repeat rampage. So we had new Duck Dynasty tonight. 2 new back-to-back episodes of Duck Dynasty. The hottest reality show on television right now. Huge ratings 2 weeks ago for its season premiere. And I loved it last week as well with the Side Cop episode. That was funny as hell. So I can't wait to see a new episode. 2 new episodes exactly of Duck Dynasty tonight at 10 on A&E. That is it for the Atakline for today. See you all later. Mind you've all been attacked by the news from Zach. Thanks again for watching. See you all later. Yeah.